Well, as it is now, Ethiopia will still go on with the construction of the 6,000 megawatts electric power generating dam on the Blue Nile River. This dam will be the largest hydroelectric power generating plant in Africa when completed. CCTV's Girum Chala has that story from Addis Ababa.
Ethiopia's massive $4.8 billion dam is under construction on the Blue Nile River and is scheduled for completion in 2015. It lies close to Sudan's eastern borders and has a power generating capacity of 6,000 megawatts. And when completed, it will enable Ethiopia to export more power to its neighbors, apart from the expected domestic stimulation of economy and electricity supply. However, according to some sources, fresh crisis seems to be looming between Egypt and Ethiopia over the new grand dam being built by Ethiopia. Ethiopia says it is essential for badly needed hydroelectric city, while Egypt is worried the project will reduce its share of drinking water.
I don't think that the Egyptian government has a plan to make a war with Ethiopia, because the war doesn't bring any benefit for both countries. Ethiopia committed itself to review the design. Ethiopia committed itself to discuss any issues around the table, rather than just provoking by different medias and the news.
Since the construction began, a diplomatic row has ensued between Ethiopia and Egypt. Egypt fears that the Nile Dam will diminish its quota as the water from the river is used for irrigation and other purposes, while Addis Ababa has long complained that Cairo was pressuring donor countries and international leaders to withhold funding.
As a government of Ethiopia, we stick to 4 main principles. Number 1 is win-win approach. In this case, Ethiopia does not want to be a loser, does not want to be a winner alone. By the same token, we don't want to see Egyptians only the winner and only the loser.
A committee which consists of a panel of experts from Sudan, Egypt and Ethiopia to examine the impacts of the construction of the dam on the downstream nations was established 2 years ago. Despite the fact that the committee has no mandate of making any decisions, all parties involved trust it has played a key role in providing suggestions for the 3 governments. At the moment, the Ethiopian government is funding the entire cost of the dam by itself. It has issued a bond targeted at Ethiopians in the country and abroad to that end.
This dam is financed by Ethiopian people. It is a very great dam, very historical. It is a very influential dam in the world. We don't expect any coin from outside.
The soon-to-be Africa's largest hydroelectric generating dam of Ethiopia has now been close to 20% completed. And apart from power generation, Addis Ababa's government wants to use the waters of the dam for mega irrigation and fishing projects. Currently, Ethiopia's Renaissance Dam construction project has humongous public support like it has never been seen before in the country's recent economic development history. Almost all Ethiopians feel this dam will bring the reign of poverty to its knees. As traditionally perceived, the Blue Nile River for the locals is an example of glory, strength, and above all, emblem of national pride. But still, diplomatic efforts of creating better understandings with countries of the region, especially Egypt, need better planning and execution. Girum, CCTV, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.